BBs to play. But you can fold things because the rake is so damn high. He's gonna be check calling ace highs. I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna bet small because he's check folding king high, jack high regardless. So I can size down. Ace high's calling anyway. I guess theoretically I could bet bigger because ace high's check calling, and then I can bomb and get him off anyway, and I make more money that way. I suppose that has merit too. But the small stab with the exact hand that I had just gives me the highest percentile win, and I'm still gonna be able to barrel some good turns independent of that. So I give myself the best price in my flop steal. It is a good spot for him to check fold a lot of his air though. It is. Even though he would have got my 8-9 to fold, I'm going to have a lot of ace highs. Not that many pairs though, because I'm not flatting that many pairs in my pair range in the blinds. So, and my good ace highs are not there either. So maybe I am weighted enough to where you should be c-betting the wheel boards, because I have enough 8-9 type trash, king X's. That's a great spot to just analyzing card runners EV, break down that range exactly for 40% open. Actually had a tighter open, 22%. My flat array is still pretty wide for $1.50 in position. The fuck you retard, not all Romanians are gypsies. Perhaps. I didn't know gypsy was a derogative term. But all the Romanian people I knew in Poland played acoustic guitars in the town square. I don't know. That's, you know, I lived in a country that had a lot of Romanians, man, and they all played acoustic guitar in the town square. I'm sorry, you know, I'm gonna say some shit that's offensive. Sometimes there's Brazilians at the table, and I might say some shit about Brazilians. I love all people, but I might say some shit, man. I might be like, Russian guy doesn't give a fuck. Russian guy might give a slightly less of a fuck than another guy. There's a chance the Romanian player has played an acoustic guitar in his life. I don't know, man. I'm sorry if you find that offensive. That's been my personal experiences and observations. It's unfortunate the purple player folded. This guy has folded every 3-bet. He's got a really wide button open. We are deep. Ilya Moses shoves here. I guess I'm going to punt it in. He's got $57. Alright, he's got king 5. Come on, man. Alright. No comment on that one. No comment. This guy's check folding a lot, but it's still better to not let him realize his equity. Adrian nie pierdol. I fly with ace king because the guy's under the gun open is really tight. And we're an MP. So the range we're repping when we 3-bet from that position, it looks extremely strong already. So he's not going to be making big mistakes on ace and king high boards, whereas we allow other players to make mistakes. And we create a new top of our range instead of creating a bottom of our 3-betting range. The king of spades, it's nice that we have the king of spades. I'm going to go ahead and bet for value here on turn. I probably don't even bet river for value if you actually check calls here. It's kind of gross if you check raises. We have the second nuts. I have to bet half pot for value. Hope he calls with worse. If he raises, it's really gross. I do lose to the 5 of spades as well. So I have the third nuts here. Wow, he just calls with the ace of spades. Five of spades was possible. True, true. I acknowledge. I acknowledge. You do for me 4 normal tables, 2 Zoom tables? Not today, man. I'm gonna be playing a lot of Zoom sessions. I'm actually about to be done here, so unfortunately. Bocha's 3-bet button. Hang on. 0 out of 6 attempts here on the button. Probably just a fold. Calling out of position is probably not profitable, so I'll just fold. I'll make the proper play. Definitely have to call the 7s deep versus this mongrel. This guy 3-bets button 0 out of 10 times. Versus EP 1 out of 10 times. I'm just gonna fold the 8s here as well. We don't flop, but we actually have the best hand against this guy a lot. Just gonna go ahead and bet. Hope it take it down versus 1 stars. That's what we're hoping for. We really want to fold for 1 stars. 1 stars could fold a hand like 8s or 9s, maybe. He's got a flat too. He's kind of got a flat because of this guy with a really good hand, I think. Or he should. Might not because the board's so draw heavy, but I think it's the proper play. Nice, we got it through. That's nice. It's a good result. Zexnem, no shit, right? I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna say some shit sometimes, man. The arms alone, give you everything I ooh, blowing the feeling on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a dead shot, but he's a nit, and he's not gonna fold this turn, is he? Nope. Nope. Can we bluff this river? It's pretty fucking unlikely we have a flush. I'm just gonna give up. I'm not gonna get a fold here enough. Ace Jack probably folds that river. Don't expect him to have very many Ace Jacks. Yeah, it's not believable for me to have much of a value betting river range. I don't really have Queen X. I probably never have a flush. I probably bet with a flush. Not that he gives a shit about that, but like Ace Jack would have folded. Any pair I think would have called. Most pairs would have called. I forgot the segment where Adrian talks about the effects of karma on the flop. Label colors. Yeah, I mean, yellow is like standard-ish reg. Purple is, the guy is absurd. Green is normal fish. Purple is like next level fish. Blue is nit for the most part. Although this guy gets out of the... Royal Fishy is playing well on normal tables. Royal Fishy plays really tight on the Zoom tables. Maybe just mixes them in. With the Queen 10, we can certainly flat here. We can probably raise this flop for value. And expect any pair, any draw, anything to continue. And just bet turn for value as well. Raise flop, bet turn for value. And you probably have to bet river for value as well. It's a great river. And you get called by worse, guys. This is what you have to do against a purple. Would I do this against a reg? God, no. Would I do this against an acoustic Romanian guitar player? Against an acoustic Romanian guitar player? You better believe it, man. I'm taking that acoustic guitar. I'm pawning that shit. I'm going to play Guitar Hero with a fake guitar. So generally the ace doesn't improve this guy here. It's really hard for him to... He's the kind of guy that might have an ace. But he might turn a pair into a bluff. I don't know. Fuck, does he really have an ace? Did he really peel this ace and hit a 3-outer? Or does he have 8s, 9s, 10s, King X? I chop with King Jack. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. I have to call $4. Ace King, okay. Alright, that's one way to have it in a flatted pot. Alright. Alright. Adrianku, kurwa, why don't you speak Polish a little bit? Obiecałeś. No gadam, no co chcesz, żebym mówił? No tutaj napierdalam, 1000 osób ogląda, po polsku 3 osoby umią mówić. Co, będę napierdalał dla 3 osób? Co mam gadać? Znasz angielski tak i tak? Możemy trochę pogadać, stary, no możemy pogadać trochę, niech ci będzie. Lubię po polsku napierdalać, jest przyjemnie po polsku coś powiedzieć. Adrian, how old are you and what did you study? I studied the grind, man. I'm 27. I've been playing poker since I was 17. I'm taking some prerequisites now. I was in university for like a year and a half. I had a 4.0, baby. But it was in Oklahoma, so it's the equivalent of not having gone to school at all. And the university I went to in Oklahoma was the same one Dennis Rodman came out of. The only celebrity that ever came out of there was Dennis Rodman. So you can see the similarities in our way of acting. He might have had purpler hair some of the time, but the overall demeanor's there. I haven't been in North Korea, though. Flop the top end of the draw, everything. I mean, it's just like, he's going to bluff on the king as well. I look like I have 8s. It protects my check. I have to bet here. Hope he has a pair of 9s. That's it. I don't have a jack very often. It's weird that he checks back and gives up on the jack 2-2. But he is c-betting only half the time. He doesn't want to bet all his air. Sure, whatever. I'm pretty pair heavy there. Sure. Sing what was never said. I'm kidding. By the way, for the Romanian guy here, I'm kidding, dude. Like, it's not serious. I'm not belittling your culture. I've known good Romanians. One of them was my cousin's neighbor. He wasn't an acoustic guitar player. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offended you. And you know, language barriers. You might not be able to tell that I'm not that serious. But I don't want you to feel like I'm fucking with you specifically. I'm not, man. How many hands per hour do you play at 6 regular tables? I don't know. If I were to guess, it's gonna be like 500 hands per hour. Let's look if I can see the average hand speed. Yeah, it's gonna be like 500 hands an hour. Not again. What's your HUD called? My HUD is... Hang on. Cutoff 3-bet is pretty high. Cutoff 3-bet is high enough to where I have to call this deep stack. It's going to have some good playability. It's one of my better continuing hands. The flop's pretty bad for us. We can't check raise too credibly. And we just got to let him win this pot. There's going to be decent boards for us, though. We have decent implied odds. He has some reverse implied odds. Sometimes he has ace-king. You flop a king. You lose a bet or two. But generally, you know, you're able to make flushes, nut flushes, straights, and pick up decent equity boards. And he's not always going to bet on some of the boards that you hit, and you get showdown realized with second pair and whatnot. A lot of things happen. Why did you move down from 200 NL? I've played both. Heard you are a wild one. Ooh. I guess I have to shut down. It's 5:32, and I have to, yeah, 6-7. Oh yeah, we gotta sit out. We're gonna play these out, and then we'll shut it down. I'll answer questions later tonight when I'm back on, or if you have like a specific question, you can, you know, hit me up in the inbox, message me there. I answer every question. I try to, unless it gets overwhelming. Also, download Javaro. Start playing hands with Javaro. You can use this beautiful thing to upload hands instantly. So, for example, I want to go back and find that hand right here. Right here, boom. I share it. You can comment on it. Now you can go, if you're following me on Javaro, you can comment on the Queen 10 raise and the value get. I should have raised here, but we were timing out explaining that. It's fine. This will be in my defend range for certain. Deep stack. Bad flop, fold, but you're going to have a lot of flops, so you can do a lot of stuff deep stacked with a hand like this. It's a mandatory call. It's a mandatory call. This guy's 25% range. If he 4-bet, he's 4-betting enough to I think I would have just punted it in. Even for 150 BB. I'm going to keep ace-king in the range there. Yeah, honorary citizen, pretty much. I thought you were from the States. I'm in Canada. I've been in Canada for a while now, yeah. I was born in Canada. I lived in the States a long time. I lived in Europe for a little while. And I live in New York, Oklahoma, Vancouver, Poland. Threes might get the showdown. I kind of want to bluff versus... No, it's not worth. It's not worth. He's going to have, like, eights, and I maybe get eights to fold, but I don't think eights fold there. Enough of the time. Shouldn't. I could value bet a queen, though. And I could have under pairs. I have to call the eights here. This deep. I flop poorly. It's okay. Just going to fold this flop. Pretty standard. I will be 4-betting these queens, most likely. He hasn't 3-bet a single button. I mean, he is 3-betting pretty wide on the small blind, though. And my fold to 3-bet's pretty high so far. I'm going to go ahead and keep this in the range. I timed out with something. That's fine. I will call with the queens here. If we get shown aces or kings, it happens. We get shown some jacks, we get shown some ace-kings. Button versus cutoff. Even though, like, we have a small sampling guy, he hasn't 3-bet a button over some tries. He's mostly against these guys, I believe. And I've been folding a lot of 3-bets, and he's 3-bet a ton on small blind, so it's unlikely he doesn't have some bluffs. Big boy troll, you gotta import that thing into Hold'em Manager, man. And it'll really gotta sit out here soon. Shit, I'm gonna be late for that bullshit, but alright. It was worth it for you fellas. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna be in chat for a little bit. 4 minutes until this gets to you. Oh shit. We just danced to the song for a second.